What's up guys, welcome back to another episode of HHN Talk. Awkward Arsik here. So today I wanted to talk about Get Out, Shape of Water, and the Academy Awards nominations for 2018 and how important that is for the horror genre and what it means for Halloween Horror Nights this year. So if you're excited for more HHN speculation, hit that like button and let's just jump into it. This year we see Get Out get 4 nominations with Best Picture, Best Director, and the Best Actor and Actress roles. Then we also see The Shape of Water completely sweep all of the award nominations, getting 13. So it's really great to see this year, and it also makes things interesting for our Halloween Horror Nights speculation. Get Out is under the Blumhouse banner, and Blumhouse is associated with Universal Studios, and I know it was rumored at one point for the Blumhouse of Horrors to see Get Out in it, and rumor had it is things changed and they took it out. And who knows why they took it out? Maybe they thought Get Out wouldn't be as recognized inside by general public versus Sinister and The Purge and Happy Death Day. I understand they wanted to advertise, but Get Out really deserved a slot in that house. But now with all of these accolades, with all of this recognition, it only makes sense that we're going to see this at the event this year in some way, shape, or form. But now we have to figure out in what way will we see Get Out at the event if we do. And there's a few possible scenarios, right? One would be if they had Blumhouse of Horrors Volume 2, maybe they have Split, Get Out, The Visit, Ouija, a few other films thrown in there. And of course Truth or Dare is coming out this year, so they can use Truth or Dare as marketing. I don't want to get too far into the Blumhouse of Horrors Volume 2 because that's going to be a separate video, but Get Out could be in that as one of the featuring headline properties. Maybe it has its own maze, which would be a little tough, right? Because it doesn't have any extremely scary looking characters. You have just this very creepy white family, and you know, who knows exactly how that could play out. But then again, I had my reservations about The Shining. The focus is on Jack Torrance. He just has an axe. It's not the most intense or most extreme situation versus like Insidious or Freddy vs. Jason or things like that. A Get Out maze on its own is extremely possible in my opinion. It may be very weird, but it could be nuanced, it could be more subtle, very creepy, instead of something that's over the top. And I honestly would love to see a take on that. And even before the Academy Award nominated Get Out was a huge success. It not only made over $160 million in its first month, which made it the highest grossing original horror movie of all time. It beat out the Blair Witch Project, which came out way back in the day. But now, looking at the box office record, it's at over $250 million. That's extremely impressive, and it's really cool to hear that Jordan Peele is working on another social thriller horror film that's not a direct sequel to Get Out. Now, jumping to The Shape of Water, which is my favorite film of 2017. Guillermo del Toro did an amazing job directing it, which is crazy to think that in 2017, The Dark Universe and The Mummy failed, but an original film created by Guillermo del Toro was a success, and it's receiving the most nominations at the Academy Awards, which is something that you rarely will ever see, which is incredible, and it's exciting for the genre. It's exciting for Guillermo del Toro, who deserves the recognition. What do you guys think about The Shape of Water possibly being at Horror Nights as well? I mean, it still is another tough film to translate into a maze because at the heart of it, it is a romance film between Hawkins and the creature. But then again, all of the classic monsters and a lot of other films don't just focus on the horror, and they could still be translated well. When we saw This Is the End, then I think we could really see any other movie at Horror Nights. And when you look at This Is the End, right, it was a Universal film, so they didn't have to pay for the rights. And when you look at the box office, it was popular, very successful. A lot of people love Seth Rogen and all of those actors. It only made $130 million at the box office, so if Get Out made $250 million and The Shape of Water is receiving all of this recognition, then I honestly think Shape of Water would be a much better option than so many other films that we potentially could see at the event this year. And just to put this Oscar nomination thing in perspective, some of the horror movies back in this 90-year history that weren't nominated, which include the original Halloween, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Haunting, Don't Look Now, George Romero's entire zombie trilogy, The Babadook, It Follows, The Witch, which I wasn't a fan of, but I acknowledge the importance of those films. None of those were nominated for Oscars, guys, which is insane. So 2018 I think is a good start. Hopefully this year has another great slate of horror films, and we see some more recognition in the following Academy Awards. What matters most is, what do you guys think about Get Out, Shape of Water, showing up at Halloween Horror Nights 2018. Follow me at AwkwardRsic on Twitter, where I do weekly polls, and I'm going to start incorporating your guys' opinions in my videos, and it'll be more of a back and forth conversation versus just me talking, which I know can sometimes get a little tiring. I apologize, guys. And if you guys enjoyed this video and want to see a ton more HHN content, hit that like button. Let's once again try to get it to at least 100 likes. You guys are awesome. With my first video, it already passed that, and you know, all of these likes and comments get the algorithm in YouTube for this video to get noticed, which then means I can make more content and put more money into my equipment and into my audio and all of that good stuff. So let's keep that going. Subscribe to the channel if you're not, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys in just a few days with another speculation video. Have a good one, guys. Bye.